portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Students were supposed to return to the classroom at a number of private schools today, but Tropical Storm Erica led to a change in plans. Cleopatra Murphy visited several of those schools where officials outlined their plans for the new academic year.
Students will not return to the classroom at St. Anne's School until Wednesday, but teachers were busy Monday preparing classes for their return. Just over 700 students are enrolled at the school that goes from pre-K to grade 12. Principal Cynthia Wells says the school has a stellar academic record it intends to build on this semester.
Focus is going to be on student engagement and ensuring that each and every child is totally engaged in their work that they have to do. And so we're going to be looking more intentionally at how to keep our students fully engaged in the work of education.
Work crews were busy at St. Andrew's School constructing a new pool, one of the projects along with a recently completed basketball court undertaken this summer. In addition to launching a pilot school in a school program, Principal Robert Stitch says the school will introduce classes in Mandarin and is also embracing digital literacy in the classroom. He says the school that goes to year 13 has a stellar academic record, and its international baccalaureate program helps students to perform much better at college.
From my experience, 27 years in education, IB is the best pre-university education anywhere in the world. Students that go to university with an IB background outperform students from other backgrounds. Increasingly, our students are getting very good scholarships with an IB background and going to some of the best universities in the world.
St. Andrews has 650 students enrolled so far, and with 35 nationalities represented, Development Director Karen Carey says it gives students a unique educational perspective.
The Year 4 classroom last year, they had 10 nationalities in that classroom. They do a unit on the earth, going green, and they learn about the rainforest. Now, last year our students had the unique opportunity because there was a student in that class from South America. So they were able to bring in slides, they were able to tell about the smells of the rainforest, and I happened to be in there for a little bit of that. It was absolutely amazing. That's something even the classroom teacher cannot bring.
Officials at both schools say they aim to strengthen the academic legacy of the institutions this school year, with Stitch noting that the hallmark of a good school is students who outperform their potential. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.
The Bahamas will be coordinating with its CARICOM partners for an appropriate level of assistance to Dominica in the wake of the death and devastation reported from Tropical Storm Erica last week. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, on behalf of the Prime Minister, has been in contact with his colleague in Dominica to express the Bahamas' deep sadness and condolences on the deaths of so many people there following the impact of Tropical Storm Erica.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly. The Grand Bahama community recently witnessed the revolutionary breakthrough of the services of Caribbean Pavement Solutions in Grand Bahama, which included the resurfacing and striping of the Kelly's parking lot and the roundabout on the East Sunrise Highway. Caribbean Pavement Solutions celebrated its official launch on Friday evening at the Pelican Bay among construction and business leaders in the country's second city. CPS, a subsidiary of Bahamas Striping Group of companies, is an example of the company's commitment to the rehabilitation and preservation of road infrastructure. The company provides two innovative and eco-friendly products that repairs potholes for a tropical climate, as well as Rejuvenate, which is a modern, effective pavement sealer that revives asphalt by preserving and preventing degradation from weather, water, and other elements. In other business news, the Bahamas Financial Services Board and the Ministry of Financial Services have partnered with the Ministry of Education and Language Learning Program Rosetta Stone to introduce a pilot program within the public, junior, and senior high schools throughout the Bahamas. The program, which starts this September and continues through the end of the 2015-2016 school year, is designed to boost proficiency in the schools and ultimately the Bahamian workforce. And in international news, Apple's online music subscription service is losing a key player as millions of listeners near the end of a free 3-month trial period that has drawn mixed reviews. Ian Rogers, who is a part of a team acquired last year, is leaving Apple to take a job at an unidentified company in Europe. Apple confirmed Rogers' departure Friday without providing additional details. Apple's $3 billion acquisition of Beats last year was driven in large part by the iPhone maker's desire to draw upon the musical chops of Rogers. This has been your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly.
Disaster preparedness committees throughout the country last week ensured that all communities were ready to handle the threat of Tropical Storm Erica. Charles Fisher weathered the storm in Eleuthera.
Residents in North Eleuthera say they are very happy that Tropical Storm Erica veered off course. Island Administrator Jolton Johnson says he is especially for one main reason.
It's very low-lying. Well, indeed, the Bahamas is, but in case we have to evacuate from Spanish Wells or Harbour Island, there's nowhere to go. We cannot go to North Eleuthera.
No contingency plan?
Well, the only contingency plan is an aftermath plan, and that is to airlift, because North Eleuthera is very low-lying. Just recently, a couple months ago, we had a flood. We had some rains that lasted for 2 hours, and the entire north was flooded. In Spanish Wells, there are no shelters. There haven't been shelters there for many years, and the reason for that is because of the island is very low-lying. So during hurricane season, the folks on Spanish Wells just ride it out. And we've been pretty lucky over the years.
Safety of residents and visitors are of utmost importance during hurricanes. On Harbour Island, where there are mostly winter residents and tourists, if some decide to ride it out, they must complete one thing.
There's a form that social services, we would take it around for them to fill out. That's for the persons who are willing to stay. We need some sort of documentation so we can have a paper trail. But we do have a lot of winter residents here, and they are prepared to ride the storm out.
North Eleuthera is challenged with a high population of non-English speaking residents, and sometimes communication is a problem. That's where Joseph comes in.
We have those that are listening to TV and listening to the radios, but then there are some of them that do not understand properly. So this is where the breakdown comes in. I'm just here for those that do not understand English very well, to let them know what to do, where to go in case of emergencies.
And there is only one network that covers the entire Bahamas.
Without ZNS, the Bahamas is not covered. And I just want to say too that in North Eleuthera, the district council is preparing to construct community center. It will be an all-purpose building which will serve as an hurricane shelter too. And I've spoken with Captain Russell at NEMA, and NEMA is planned to assist us with the construction of that building.
At what is called the 8th wonder of the world, the glass window bridge here in North Eleuthera, for the ZNS News Network, I'm Charles Fisher.
BTC is the phone company you've come to know, but soon they will be a source for another mode of communication. In tonight's BTC Island Connection, Keishla Adley tells us what you should be watching out for.
Oh my ghost.
Freddie Mackey is a hardcore gamer. When he's launching bullets online, he's also sweating them. Access to online gaming is one of the benefits of lightning-fast internet. And now, Mackey, a South Androsian, has another reason to praise BTC.
It's almost like opening up the door to the future, because here is it, one day you didn't have this, and the next day you got IPTV, which is awesome.
Mackey's referring to the IPTV service BTC is currently testing in his community. 150 channels strong, it's an option South Androsians have been craving.
So what are you watching?
Right now I'm watching, hold on, Natalie, this Cyber. I think so, Cyber or something.
So you like movies?
Castle, I'm watching Castle.
But besides having access to some newfound favorite TV series, this customer says IPTV is good for business and staying in the know.
Right now, that here is like gold to me. Yes. We couldn't get news, anything. My daughter used to have to WhatsApp me what's going on and stuff and things like that. But right now, it's working perfect. I have customers too. That's even better too. They come and they spend a little bit more because there's TV here now.
And the package wouldn't be complete without the national broadcaster ZNS, as Inga Hewitt points out.
Being on the family island, you have to know what's going on in your country, and being able to listen to the news and get the updates, and then they have other family island programs that come on, and you get to see what's going on around the other islands. So that's important. Being on a small, I wouldn't say Andros is a small island, but they call it a small island because it's not the city. Right. But that keeps you connected to the rest of the world and along with your, community, places like that.
BTC Technical Manager for Andros and the Berry Islands, Tina Cooper, is excited about the big launch based on the reviews.
Actually getting, when we did the initial speed test, she's getting 21 megs. And so this allows her to get good quality. She doesn't buffer. Also, everything is like up to the minute. Pure perfection.
And eager to hold on to her newfound entertainment source, this customer seconds that.
This is a keeper.
Yes, I would like to keep it. Thank you.
Keishla Adderley with the BTC Island Connection.